Okay, so what is the formula? There is a formula to communicating value, and this is the formula that hopefully runs throughout your marketing and particularly in your sales, is particularly apparent in your sales. You can qualify and quantify value. You do this through data and research about the efficacy of what you do, about the efficacy of your particular technical skill. Feedback surveys, whether they are your feedback surveys or big industry feedback surveys, they're both relevant. They are absolutely relevant. Testimonials. So testimonials are, a short, sharp insight into somebody else's experience, and they're useful for your prospective customers, but they're super useful for you. They're super useful for you as a business owner to better understand your point of difference. Sometimes the marketers call this the USP, to figure out what makes you valuable to people, what makes you different from others. Case studies, again, this is your qualitative research. This enables you to really kind of get into the nitty-gritty detail of the before and after. Press coverage, any kind of media coverage, both positive and negative, may well be useful to your business to communicate value. And it does not need to mention you. Your business does not need to be featured in this media coverage for it to be valuable and relevant to communicating value. And then finally, social proof. So social media has many, many purposes, but one of the purposes it has is that we are social animals. We're attempting to understand, is this a trustworthy business? Should I trust this person? They want 50% up front. Like, do I really want to give them a big chunk of change? They say they can help, but I don't know, words are cheap. I don't know if I believe them. So social media helps us to give that social proof. It helps us understand, my friends like this business, my family seem to know this business, like this business, they must be legit, they must be trustworthy. So the before and after, I think the dieting industry has a lot to answer for, but they have given us this one piece of gold, and it is such an effective piece of marketing. The before and the after, you can immediately see, the value that's inherent in that, the process of getting from before to after. So how do we use this? How do we put this into a proposal, a quotation, maybe a sales page, if we have sales pages on our websites? If we want to share out, the dollar figures, you don't have to have a dollar figure on a sales page. But certainly my life changed, my business changed pretty much overnight once I started publishing a lot of my pricing. So we do this by highlighting the problems, worries, inconveniences that your prospective client has told you in their words. Again, assumptions cost money. There's been multiple times when somebody's attempted to sell something to me and they're talking about something and I'm like, they're clearly excited by that thing, but I'm not excited. I'm like, oh, don't really care. Yeah. That's why we've got to ask those questions and listen really closely, listen deeply, pay attention to what they say and what they don't say. And then we've got our best case scenario. So we want to paint the best case scenario as well. Yeah. Because we're selling the transformation. We're selling a transformation. We're not selling the process, we're not selling the system, we're not selling the nitty-gritty detail of exactly how we're going to help people. People care far less about the process than we necessarily think they do. Most of us are fixated on, how we do what we do because we're geeks, we're subject matter geeks. This is what we do and we're excited by it, God damn it. Yeah, our clients aren't necessarily excited by the process. They just want the outcome. They want the transformation that comes at the end. So your client has told you, hopefully, what they want. You have asked them further questions to get to the heart of their best case scenario. And then you can use your own knowledge, you can use your own perspective to hold a higher vision for them, to hold a higher vision for how life could change for them, for how things could be for them, if only they would purchase this thing and have this transformation that you offer. So, great quote from Warren Buffett: price is what you pay and value is what you get. Yeah, I teach lots of courses on how to start a business, how to start a side business. And right at the beginning of all the courses, what is business? Business is the exchange of value for cash. Yeah, whether it's a product, whether it's a service, whatever the thing is, it's the exchange of value for cash. There has to be cash involved. So attempting to compete on price is a race to the bottom, and I see people do this all the time, and it breaks my heart. It absolutely breaks my heart. And I've had clients, try this on me before multiple times. I made all the mistakes, and not just once or twice. I made them for years, years and years and years and years. And it's a bit of a fool's errand, because we're always going to end up resenting the client. We're going to end up resenting the work, and we're going to attract painful people, the people that are wanting the lowest price and not the people that value what you do. These are not your ideal clients. If they cannot afford you, they are not your ideal clients. Yeah. And there are creative ways to get to them. If, for example, it's a vulnerable or marginalized group of people, you can absolutely service that group of people, but you're not asking for money from that group. You're coming through a government agency, as an example, as a hypothetical.